welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us live on Facebook, live on Zoom. I've got a bunch of people here coming in. Hello everyone. I'm just going to get us ready here on Facebook. Welcome from Nova Scotia. Hello everyone.
That got me excited. I'm heading down to LA next week, so that song just pumped me up.
Well, and Veronica, you pump us up. We love working with you. I think everyone knows Veronica. She's one of our spoiled agent friends here. We're so happy that you could join us. And Veronica is here representing, of course, Visit California.
That's right.
I love to hit the road in California with you. Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm going to share my screen here for everybody.
And guys, just remember, if anyone has any questions, we're going to add them to the Q&A box. And Veronica and we will take them at the end. How's that?
Sounds great. My goal is always to answer all questions throughout the webinar so that everything gets covered by the end. That's just a little personal goal of mine. But of course, if you have questions, please feel free to ask. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Veronica Petkoff. I'm the trade lead on the Visit California account here in Canada. I'm really, really excited. I'm always so pleasantly eager to talk about California and all of its amazing opportunities for your clients and for you to experience. If you're unsure of what our new brand campaign is California is the ultimate playground. And this is something that I really try to embody when I talk about the destination, because again, there really is something for everyone. No matter what your play style is, no matter how you like to travel, you can find the perfect vacation in California. Some key updates, we have over 200 weekly flights from Canada. So California is certainly an accessible destination. It's got really great flight times. We are introducing a new Porter route from Toronto direct to Palm Springs and San Diego in December of 2024. Porter also flies to Los Angeles and San Francisco from both Toronto and Montreal. Of course, we have hundreds of flights with WestJet and with Air Canada, all going into the major gateways and some of the sub-cities in California. So really a very accessible destination. We have 4 Canadian airlines which are serving California with ease. We have over 1,300 kilometers of stunning coastline, which is ideal for the ultimate road trip. And not only the coastline for road trips, but when you're thinking of exploring more of this destination, think internal too. Think, Yosemite, think Mammoth, Tahoe, Route 66. There are so many types of road trips that you can take and iconic highways along the way. There are 9 national parks. It's a paradise for food, wine, adventure. If you want to go and experience the redwoods, gold country, deserts, mountains, everything is within this state. We're going to start with the California gateways. I always like starting with these because these are our major pillars in the state. And from there are so many avenues for you to spread out and experience so much more. So we'll start up north in San Francisco. San Francisco is such a vibrant city. This is where iconic landmarks really meet eclectic neighborhoods. Everywhere you turn, you're finding quirky shops, tons of personality, and it's also really, really rich in culture, but also historic charm. You've got incredible bay views, world-class dining, rich artistic heritage, and the city just really captivates its visitors, whether it's Alcatraz, whether you're riding their iconic cable cars or experiencing the Fisherman's Wharf. Golden Gate Bridge, of course, is an iconic landmark in San Francisco. And I don't know if you know this, but the Chinatown in San Francisco is actually the largest in the US. It is riddled with amazing restaurants. Yeah, I know, very surprising, right? Great restaurants, great shops, so much art, culture, history. It's honestly something to experience. You could spend a whole day there and never get bored. It's truly spectacular. So like I mentioned, we've got Fisherman's Wharf, we've got the bridge, we've got the Golden Gate Park, and then here's just a glimpse of the Chinatown. Also, you can do the Alcatraz tour, which is just a short ferry ride over from Pier 39, which is the old prison that's located on top of the rock. I haven't been brave enough to do it yet. Prisons are spooky to me, but I have heard that it is a really, truly amazing experience. Let me know in the comments if you would do the Alcatraz tour. I'm curious. next, we're going to make our way down the coast and we're going to hit Los Angeles. Los Angeles is such a dynamic city. It's where Hollywood glamour meets sun-soaked beaches. It's got a really captivating blend of entertainment, of culture, iconic sites, celebrities. LA is where the dreams come true, right? This is where your dreams come to life. Everything seems possible. You are encouraged to just be yourself and thrive on being yourself. So I feel like whenever anybody goes to LA, they leave with this sense of discovery or enlightenment, or they want to achieve something new in their life after they've seen the twinkle in their eye of Los Angeles. There are several ways to play in LA, one of them being, of course, Universal Studios. You can take a walk along the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Beverly Hills, Runyon Canyon Park, which is a short hike just right in the middle of the city with incredible views, perfect spot to watch the sunset, or you can experience the original farmers market. They have incredible rooftop bars and dining options like the Perch LA. You could do tours of the Broad Museum or Warner Brothers Studios. Of course, the Griffith Observatory is an iconic destination spot. And then Universal Studios, where all the magic happens. When we head out to the coast, about 12 kilometers from the LAX airport, we are going to hit Santa Monica. I love this little city. It's vibrant. It's home of the iconic pier and the Ferris wheel. The beaches are truly spectacular with the softest sand. It's the perfect blend of laid-back charm, but with a lively urban energy. This is an ideal destination for both relaxation, but also adventure. You can stroll the Santa Monica Pier. You can rent bikes along the Santa Monica Pier, whether that's e-bikes or regular bikes. You can simply relax on the beach and just soak it all in, listen to the waves crashing of the Pacific. Highly recommend exploring the 3rd Street Promenade, which is amazing for those shopping lovers. And you can also watch the sunset from Palisades Park. And if you're on the West Coast like me, nothing beats a West Coast sunset. So Santa Monica is the place to be, especially on the pier at night when the lights come on, the Ferris wheel is going. There's something very relaxing, but again, energetic about it. It's romantic. It's such a great little city. And just up the coast, you've got Malibu. Biking the boardwalk, highly recommend. I did it last time I was there. And if you love bikes, this is definitely the way to do it. Again, there are e-bike options as well, but such a nice and quick way to see more of the coastline. Then we get into West Hollywood. This is really the heart of LA's nightlife and creative scene. This is where fashion, art, and entertainment all collide with historic landmarks and the trendiest hotspots of LA. Here you'll find upscale dining and world-famous clubs that I'm sure a lot of us have seen in our guilty pleasure reality TV shows. Again, you can let me know if you watch any of those, and we can chat about our reality TV show love. Some ways to play in West Hollywood is, of course, to visit the Sunset Strip, stroll through West Hollywood Design District. You have to experience the nightlife, at least just for once, to say that you've done it. Explore the Pacific Design Center, and then just chill out with a cocktail in hand at some of the iconic rooftop bars. We are going to make our way all the way down to San Diego, America's finest city. I love San Diego. It is such a vibe there. It is a sun-soaked paradise. It's known for its stunning beaches, very laid-back vibe, but it's also got a lot of rich history and, of course, some iconic theme parks. It's the perfect blend of outdoor adventure, cultural attractions, and again, vibrant neighborhoods. 5 ways to play here. Explore Balboa Park. It's one of the largest parks in the US. It is simply magical in there. The plant life, the fauna, the flora, everything about it is calming, relaxing, but also energizing and really inspiring as you walk through it. You can relax on the Coronado Beach, stroll through the iconic gas lamp quarter where you'll find breweries, restaurants, speakeasies, all sorts of cool stuff. You can visit the USS Midway Museum or take a harbor cruise. And further to that, we can't forget the San Diego Zoo and their safari park tours. And then, of course, there's Legoland. There is the Comic-Con Museum. Just up the coast, we've got La Jolla, which is home to all of the sea lions. La Jolla is a really cute little coastal town. Highly recommend taking the drive up. It's only about 30 minutes, and it is such a cute little offshoot of San Diego. We've got the Hotel del Coronado in San Diego, which is a beautiful family destination. And if you've got golfers in your roster, the Torrey Pines Golf Course is a must-do. Now we're going to hit the coast. We are known for our California coastline, and the Central Coast is home to some incredible attractions, and honestly, it is ever changing. I feel like every 10 kilometers you go, you are hit with dramatic oceanfront cliffs, you've got rolling hills, you've got vineyards, you've got crashing waves, whales in the distance. There is so much to see along this coastline. It just feels like it's never ending and like it's truly out of a movie. This is where you'll find Big Sur and the Bixby Bridge, Hearst Castle. This is where you can do all of your whale watching tours. You're very close to the Channel Islands National Park, and of course, the Santa Cruz Boardwalk. Also along the way, you'll find Monterey, which is a beautiful, beautiful little coastal town. Perfect spot if you want to have some more like upscale luxury type of a holiday. The Santa Cruz Boardwalk with one of the oldest roller coasters. If you're brave enough to do that, hats off to you. You'll also pass through Pfeiffer State Park and Midway Falls, which is one of the only tidal falls, meaning when the tide is out, the falls actually just go right into the sand, but when the tide is up, the falls go into the water. So my first time seeing that, I was really blown away. I thought that was super cool. And you can see it down here by the water. You can actually just see it right off the highway. Of course, along this coast as well, you'll have Santa Barbara, which is a really, really beautiful town, Hearst Castle, Channel Islands, and then you have the Sensorio, which is closer down to, oh my gosh, the name is escaping me right now. Paso Robles. This is an LED light experience in Paso Robles, which is super cool. You should definitely check this out. As we make our way further down the coast, we've got Orange County, which is a coastal gem in Southern California. It's known for its beaches, definitely known for its upscale communities. If anybody watched The OC, we all know what type of communities are in Orange County, but it's also home to the family-friendly attractions. So this is a real mix of laid-back beach towns, but also very vibrant and cultural. It's a great blend of relaxation, but also with some excitement because you can visit Disneyland Resort or Knott's Berry Farm, or you can simply relax at Laguna Beach. You can explore the Huntington Beach Pier, shopping at the South Coast Plaza, or you can do the Tour San Juan Capistrano. You'll also find Surf City USA. You can do whale watching tours off of Dana Point. So lots of opportunity in this little pocket. Now we're going to get into deserts, mountains, and wine. Three of my favorite things, actually. I love this picture of Palm Springs. It just shows such a range of diversity. You've got the mountains in the background. You can feel that desert heat, but then you've also got over 100 golf courses to choose from. So this is Greater Palm Springs. It's located just 2 hours east of LAX, and Palm Springs offers a really dazzling escape. It's where mid-century modern architecture meets breathtaking desert landscapes. They have driving tours where you can drive around Greater Palm Springs and look at all of the iconic homes of celebrities and former celebrities. But it also really creates a playground for relaxation, wellness, holistic rituals, and rejuvenation. You can also experience some adventure, and it's riddled with hot springs and, like I say, over 100 golf courses. So some of the ways that you can play here is you can ride the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway, which is really cool. You can explore the Living Desert Zoo and Gardens. You can do the art walk at the Palm Springs Art Museum or the driving tour of all the homes I just mentioned. You can hike the hidden palms of the Indian Canyons, or you can indulge in a desert spa retreat. We also have the Agua Caliente Cultural Museum and the Sekhe Spa, which is a new addition to the Greater Palm Springs area and is certainly a must-do. They have an experience there called Taste of the Waters. Truly spectacular. Highly recommend looking it up. Then we get into Yosemite National Park. This is truly a natural wonder. There have been documentaries about it. There have been challenges, people trying to conquer this wall. It really is a natural wonder renowned for its granite cliffs, towering waterfalls, and then, of course, the ancient giant sequoia trees that surround it. With the diverse landscape and abundant wildlife of Yosemite, it really is one of the most iconic national parks in the world. And there are lots of ways to play here. You don't have to be a super adventurous mountaineer rock climber. You can experience the beauty of Yosemite even as a beginner. You can simply marvel at El Capitan and the Half Dome, like these people are here in this photo. You can do a light hike over to Yosemite Falls. You can explore the Mariposa Grove of the giant sequoias. You can drive through the scenic Tioga Road, so you don't even have to leave your car to have some incredible views, but definitely recommend capturing the view from Glacier Point at sunset. You'll see this photo here on the bottom left. It is, again, otherworldly, like something out of a movie, and definitely a bucket list item. But in the park, you'll witness Vernal Falls. This is the Mariposa Grove walking tour that you can do, and then you'll have great views of Hetch Hetchy as well. Then we'll make our way over to Lake Tahoe. I love Lake Tahoe. I think it's the cutest little spot. It's located on the border of California and Nevada, but it's a real like 4-season destination when it's split between the north and the south. And both ends of the lake offer really different things to do. You can ski or snowboard at the Heavenly Resort. You can cruise or kayak on Emerald Bay. You can hike the entire Tahoe Rim Trail, relax at Sand Harbor Beach, or take just a scenic drive around the whole lake. This is a really relaxing area. I know for a lot of Canadian adventurers, this feels a lot like maybe Northern Ontario. That's kind of the vibe that I got when I was here, except the trees are just so much bigger. Then we'll go over into Sacramento County, which is California's capital. Not only is it their capital city, it's also the farm to fork capital of the USA. Put your hand up if you knew that. I didn't even know that. This offers a blend of history, culture, farmers markets, and a lot of really incredible cuisine options like you'd never really expect. And the great bonus for this is that you can actually fly direct to Sacramento from Toronto with Air Canada. So if you didn't want to fly into San Francisco, or if your clients are maybe wanting to go into Northern California, but they don't want such a big airport, such a busy airport, Sacramento is a really great option for that because it's really almost like halfway into the state. So if you wanted to experience Gold Country, Tahoe, Yosemite, you're cutting off a lot of that driving time. So 5 ways to play in Sacramento. You can tour the California State Capitol. I love Capitol buildings. I find them so interesting. So whenever I go to the capital of a destination, I always like to check out the state capitol building. You can stroll through Old Sacramento. You can visit the Crocker Art Museum. You can bike along the American River Parkway. But of course, really recommend experiencing the farm to fork scene throughout all the restaurants and the farmers markets. Wine country. I know we're nearing the end of the presentation when we get into wine country because it kind of feels like we're winding down the day or we're winding down the presentation, right? I know it's only 9:30, but it's Friday. California wine country is definitely a paradise for wine lovers and adventure seekers. It offers lush vineyards, gourmet dining experiences, and of course, the breathtaking landscapes, whether you're in Northern California, Central California, Southern California, no matter where you are, the views will take your breath away. There are direct flights available into all sorts of regions to experience wine country. You can really easily immerse yourself in the vibrant culture, the different varietals that they offer, and some ways to play. You can tour Napa Valley wineries. You can explore Sonoma's farm to table scene. You can take a hot air balloon ride in Northern California. You can visit the Russian River Valley. What else can you do? The Napa Valley wine train is really cool. I also like going down into Southern California and experiencing Temecula. They've got an incredible wine scene that's very similar to like Southern Spain. So lots of areas to explore there. And so the last thing that I will leave you with today is the California Star program. If you're not registered on our California Star program, this is the one thing that I'll ask you to do after I wrap up my presentation is sign up for this program. It is such a great way to learn even more about the destination. I know California is so familiar to a lot of Canadians in a lot of ways. Not only are we very similar as a culture or as people, but it's close and it feels almost like a second home to a lot of Canadians. But I promise you, doing this training or going through these modules, watching these mini segment webinars, you will learn something new that will help really amplify putting together a trip, an iconic itinerary for your clients. It's a familiar destination, but it can be complex in the sense of there is so much to do and see and experience. So the more knowledge you have, the more robust of an itinerary that you can make for them, ultimately leading them to a more enjoyable experience of seeing the most of California. So this is a free online educational hub. This is a great tool to reference for all travel advisors. It's really a one-stop shop. It's got destination guides. It's got pre-built itineraries and story ideas for you. So all these pre-built itineraries, you can put these on your Facebook page. You can send these out in your newsletters. You can use all of these resources to really sell the destination and have your clients come to you and want to get excited about California, and then half the work is already done. There are images and videos that you have access to. So please, 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 star.visitcalifornia.com. Once you are registered into our platform on this website here, this is where we pull all of our data when we're doing invites for our road shows, our sales missions, our citywide events. So when you're registered on this program, you do have first access to attend all of those type of industry events as well for Visit California. And that's it for me. That was quick. How much time did we do? Almost 30 minutes. That's pretty good. I'm curious to see how many questions we have. I haven't done this presentation in a while, but it actually just got me so excited to go back next week because now I'm like, wait, I want to go to the Perch in LA and I want to go to Santa Monica.
Me too. Me too.
Right?
And
Yeah.
a lot of people that are really interested in this destination. And I just want to mention in the chat, you had asked about the Alcatraz tour. And Stuart said it's amazing. He did it last year, but make reservations early for that.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. And Susan, hi, Susan. I experienced Alcatraz years ago. And she's like, oh, with a face. And Matthew said the Alcatraz tour is amazing. So worth it. Did it and would do it again. Nice to get off the ferry ride over as well, to get a good perspective from back into the city.
Right. Oh, I love that. Okay, well, that's great. Maybe one day I'll be brave enough to try it.
Yes. And Mira said that she loves Santa Monica.
Yes, so beautiful.
And I just want to also mention, Veronica, as you were speaking, I put how they can become a Visit California Star in less than 45 minutes. That link is in the chat on Zoom. It's
amazing.
Also in the comments on Facebook, along with Veronica's contact information, and also how you can find Veronica on Spoiled Agent. So her supplier page is simply just go to spoiledagent.com, go down to Tourist Boards, and you click on Visit California. Right.
Amazing. Yes. And we'll do our very best to keep all that information updated. We'll always have the most up-to-date webinar, but please do take this email address down if you have any questions or if you're ever sending any clients down and you need further information. We're at your service. Happy to help.
Oh, you're so good. And we always try to keep things up to date because Veronica's great at sending stuff over to us. So Peggy has a question in the Q&A box. And again, if you guys have questions, just pop them in the Q&A. Is there an area with redwoods and beaches for young families?
Redwood and beaches. To me, that's more Northern California. So I'd start in the San Francisco area and I would look around there first, maybe down to like Santa Cruz, would be my recommendation.
Okay. Bradley says, you didn't mention anything about the Monterey Sea Aquarium. They know their stuff. Next time
this is going to be a panel versus a webinar, which I'm all for. You're right. Monterey has an iconic aquarium. It's definitely something to do there. So when I think California, I think sun, I think beaches, I think being outside, I think driving down the coast with the roof off my car. So that's where my mind goes. So I miss sometimes I miss the indoor attractions, but you're right. Monterey has an incredible aquarium.
And that's okay. And to that point, if anyone has any questions about, I mean, you can't talk about everything, so they can always email you, right?
Totally. And it's such a big state. I mean, we'd be here all day if I was if I had to go through everything.
Matthew says the Capitol building's cool. He tends to go visit local city halls. That's cool too.
Oh, that's cool too. I like that.
Yeah, me too. I like that.
Yeah, very cool.
Susan says, thank you for the great webinar.
You're welcome.
Amazing. I'm just checking in on Facebook. There are no more questions there. And I think you've covered all the ones on Zoom as usual. Veronica's a great partner, a great wealth of information. Whatever you're speaking about, we love hearing all of your updates. There's Veronica's contact information on the screen. It's on Zoom. It's on Facebook. It's everywhere. It's on her page on Spoiled Agent. Along with this webinar, we'll be on a little bit later today. We're going to get our team to load that up, along with all the other webinars Veronica's done. So, maybe you want to go back to see other topics that we've talked about through Visit California. It's there for you as well, right?
That's right.
Great. Okay, well, they're all saying thank you. Beautiful photos, and they
Thank
really
you.
appreciate your time.
Really appreciate your time as well. Happy Friday. Hope you have a great weekend. Stay cozy, stay dry, and we will see you in California.
California dreaming.
California.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Veronica.